Hello everybody, and welcome to a Kaldheim draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me access to a free preview account that lets me record this video a day early, so thank you to them. And also, if you do enjoy this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below with your questions or feedback, click that little bell so you get notified when I post future videos, and check out the Twitch stream live at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. If you want to support my content, you can do so via the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Okay, so diving into our pack here, our rare is a bit of a dud. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a card in limited that rewards you for like searching it up with 3 snow mana, so it's just not going to be worth playing. Bloodsky Berserker, on the other hand, is quite powerful. If you play this on turn 2 or even on turn 3 and then start double spelling, this grows out of control very quickly, so this could be really fun to build around. Svella, Ice Shaper, is quite good, but it is a gold card. It is a card that you can splash or use to splash, but again, it's not really a card I want to start with because it is a gold card. The land is also pretty good, but I'd rather be in black-green before I take it, or at least like choosing between black-green and another color before I take it. Iron Verdict is good for controlling white decks, but not every white deck is going to be controlling. Shimmerdrift Veil is a pretty good land, but I don't want to take a land before I know what colors I am. Scorn Effigy can be good, especially with Bloodsky Berserker, so maybe it will wheel. And other than that, this pack is pretty lackluster. I think I'd go Bloodsky Berserker, followed by Svella, followed by Iron Verdict, and then I'd probably take the Shimmerdrift Veil, just because it goes into any deck. But Bloodsky Berserker is a great place to start. It works well in pretty much any black deck, I'd say. So, we've got our first pick. It's a pretty strong card, but I'm not going to cling to it for dear life or anything of that nature. So looking at our next pack, Kaya's Onslaught can be pretty good. As a combat trick, I think it's solid, but it's not a card that I'm super going to take early. Rune of Sustenance can be good, especially if you care about casting 2 spells, because it replaces itself, so it's easier to cast 2 spells in a turn. Next, Skemfar Shadow Sage can do good work, especially if you have a lot of barbarians, berserkers or elves. Those are 2 tribes that you'll mainly be using that with. But in the comments section, there's a Serof's Packmate, which is a card that I'm a huge fan of. I think it's probably just the best card in this pack in terms of raw power level. It doesn't incentivize me to build a certain direction, but it's just a card that it's going to be great in any green deck. I think after that, it's kind of close. There's another Veil, but I'm not going to take Veils before I know what colors I am. There's Skemfar Shadow Mage can be okay. Rune of Sustenance is probably my second pick out of the pack, just because it has some synergy with this. Shadow Sage can be good too, but I think I'm just going to take the Packmate. Packmate is fantastic. I have done 1 draft already, which I already posted to YouTube. And Packmate, I had 2 copies, and it was fantastic. Someone's asking who else is in my pod. I'll just quickly check. See if I know anyone. I don't know any of them, but if you recognize any of your favorite creators, that's cool. Okay, so in this pack, there is a Masked Vandal, which is a card that I'm pretty happy to get a copy of in my green decks. I'm not sure if I want to third pick it, but I do have it as a pretty high priority. Tyrite Sanctum, thought it was unplayable, and then I realized that it does work with Changelings, and just having an indestructible card in play can be really good. I think Elven Bow is going to be my pick, though. I like the fact that it's a 3-mana 2/3, essentially, and then it just moves around the equipment over and over, which is just really nice. Making this into a 4/5 is really good. And I would rather take a card that shares a color with my second pick than with my first pick, because with my first pick, I don't have any signals to go on. That being said, Jarl the Forsaken is a pretty solid black card, so it's not like I'm not seeing any black cards, but I'm pretty happy getting an Elven Bow. Masked Vandal is the type of card where the first copy is really good, and the second copies are a little bit worse. But so that makes me less likely to prioritize it, even though it's almost always going to be great. So we've got a pretty good start here. We can either go black-red, or we can just stick to green and see what else presents itself. Lit Yara Glade Warden is a card that I haven't gotten to play with. I played against it once, and I had to kill it. I felt like I had to kill it on sight because it was just going to take over the game. It does require a little bit of work to fill your graveyard, but being able to put 2 counters on creatures is going to be really nice. 2 counters is a lot. Hey, how to draft. So yeah, I'm going to take the Green Warden here. It goes with my 2 green cards I've just taken. I don't have to be a black deck, even though I started with a black card. It's looking like we're seeing some black cards. Raise the Draugr is really good with the Glade Warden, because being a shapeshifter means that you're always going to be able to return 2 creature cards, because you can choose a different creature, and then Lit Yara is going to share a type with it. Way Down's also a decent removal spell. And then, other than that, Provoke is an okay removal spell. I think I go this, followed by the Way Down, followed by Raise the Draugr. One thing I will say is when it comes to snow cards, I tend, or at least my early policy, is not to prioritize the snow lands before Yeah, I try to remember to say Jarl. I say Jarl most of the time, like Lidyara. But yeah, with the Snowlands, I try to make sure that I have a reason to like take a snow card before I start taking the Snowlands super highly. So like Spirit of the Alderguard can be a really nice reason to draft snow. You can like make it a 4-mana, like 3/4 or 4/4 even, that like draws you a card. I think I'm probably going to take that here. You don't need that many Snowlands for it to work out. There's also Giant Amulet, which is a card that's pretty powerful. A 4/5 hexproof. I played against this card once already, and it was really annoying. Ice-Hide Troll is a card that I don't prioritize either, but I think it's between the Spirit and the Giant's Amulet. I could see Giant's Amulet being alright, but the reason I'm going to take the Spirit is I'm very likely to be green at this point, like almost guaranteed, and not only do I like just make myself have to wait longer to figure out what my second color is going to be, but taking the Spirit now means that I can prioritize snow cards a little bit. Like Shimmerdrift Veil now, I get to take. It's going to be a solid card no matter what snow deck I end up in, and I can get it with my Spirit of the Alderguard. I haven't really been focused on chat because I've been trying to explain all these cards, but yeah. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty easy Shimmerdrift Veil. There's no green card for me to take in this pack. I'm not going to take the Ice-Hide Troll because it's not really good unless you have a lot of ways to activate it, and you can tend to get them later because a lot of decks aren't able to play it. It's very good if you have like 6 Snowlands or something like that, or the ability to use them, but I'm going to start with the Shimmerdrift Veil here so that I can make use of small micro synergies with my Spirit of the Alderguard. And then there was just like the rest of the cards in that pack just weren't super strong. Okay, so in this pack, there is an Alpine Meadow if I really wanted to get ambitious with my mana, like if I wanted to play green, red, and splash white or something like that. I don't think I'm going to take this, though. I still don't know my other colors, so I don't want to take an off-color Snowland right now. The cards I'm mainly considering between are Jarl of the Forsaken, just a nice little way to have some trickery in your mana in your like foretell slot and kill some like creatures with your little tokens or things like that. There's also Immersturm Raider, which I like, but I'm not as big on if you're trying to be a more controlling deck because it's kind of more of a beatdown type card. And I already have one black card, so that does bias me towards taking the Jarl. There's also Goldwatch Champion, which I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, so a fantastic pack here. This one really confuses me because Dwarven Hammer is a really good card if you're a deck that cares about attacking. Giving +3/+0 and trample to all of your creatures for only 3 mana is not that hard. Yeah, it is Fisher Wizard Wingspear. But yeah, Dwarven Hammer is a very good card. Finn the Fangbearer is also a very good card. Just a 2-mana 1/3 Death Touch is just a big body. It's going to be... A creature has to be like relatively sizable, and then it will still only trade. And just holds back a lot of things. Sure, there's a Snowland, but I'm just going to take the good 2-drop. Dwarven Hammer is good, but I don't really see a reason to take a card that's off-color when there's a card that's similarly powered on-color. Okay. So now in this pack, there is a Skemfar Elder Hall. That's certainly worth picking up here. Sure, there's a Scorn Effigy, which has synergy with my Bloodsky Berserker, and I can always play it. But if I don't end up playing cards like Bloodsky Berserker, I'm not going to want to play the Scorn Effigy anyway. And so I'm just happy taking a Skemfar Elder Hall. It's going to let me play a black-green deck with a little bit of extra reach. And I'm still not committed to black-green by any stretch. I only have 2 black cards. One of them was my first pick, but I think it's a higher upside pick than the other cards in the pack. Wow, and now we get another Shimmerdrift Veil, pretty late here. This is a situation where, sure, there's an Elderleaf Mentor, but not every green deck I'm going to play will want an Elderleaf Mentor. It's actually like it's like a standard replacement level card, in my opinion. So I'm happy taking a Shimmerdrift Veil here to synergize with my Spirit of the Alderguard and leave me flexible. There's also Shadow Sage, which goes well with some of these elf cards. Like if I had both these cards, I'd have more elf things. And yeah, it is Cornball. But currently, I'm pretty happy with where we're at. In this pack, we can take a Woodland Chasm. So if we do end up in black-green, we'll end up with another Snowland. Or if we just end up wanting to splash something in black, like if we get a really good removal spell, we can do that thanks to Spirit of the Alderguard and 2 Shimmerdrift Veils. Tyrite Sanctum is really good with Lidyara Glade Warden, but I don't really want to put a colorless land in my deck. So, it's going to take the Woodland Chasm. Here, there's a Raiders card, but we're just going to take Glittering Frost. It is currently bugged on Arena, but there are some synergy spots where I might want this. Also, Path to the World Tree is kind of cute, but I don't really have a reason to really go for that right now. And Glittering Frost can be a nice little snow enabler. And now there's a Priest of the Haunted Edge. We are seeing a couple of black cards here late, which can be okay to see. Sulfurous Mire, maybe we want to splash red. If you try to tap it manually, it bugs out on you. I had that experience with me earlier today. So we got a last pick red card, but this is exactly why we get to reap the rewards, honestly, of our cool mana being a heavy in one color, because this card is like unbeatable. If you cast this for 7 mana, you make 3 4/4s. If you cast it for 5 mana, you make 2 4/4s, and it only costs a single white, because if you foretell it, which you're going to want to do almost every time, you're going to be in great shape. So we're definitely going to jam this card into our deck. We have Glittering Frost, 2 Shimmerdrift Veils to help enable it. Other than that, if this weren't in the pack, what would we want to take here? Vengeful Reaper is not a card I'm a huge fan of. This card's incredible, yeah. It's a bomb. This card, it's okay. It also works with Finn. It's like one of the only other Death Touch creatures to work with Finn the Fangbearer, but it's not a card I'm really looking to prioritize. I don't think I would take the land over it, though. Maybe I would take the land over it, and then try to wheel the Eyesight Troll. 3 Seasons is also okay, but I don't think I saw any good blue cards. This is just a really easy Starnheim Unleashed here. Wow, this card is fantastic, and we get to pick it up. It also works well with the Starnheim Unleashed, but this is a really nice pickup. The 4/2 reach I think is probably playable, but I'm not a huge fan. But yeah, this card is a bomb. It's just a 4-drop that can like take over the game. Even if they kill the vehicle, you still have the 2 2/2s left behind. And this is a great sign for us, because we cut green so hard pack 1, because we just took every green card we saw after pack 1, where we didn't take a green card, but then we took Packmate, and then we took 3rd pick like Bow, and then so now we're getting past a great green card here. Following up the green card, I think I would take Struggle for Skemfar, just a great removal spell. There's also Draugur's Helm and Elven Bow, both of which make good tokens. They're both good cards. I know that I'm playing green, though, so I would probably lean towards the Elven Bow. But currently, we have a strong green start. We're going to splash this Starnheim Unleashed no matter what. I don't think Waydown's as insane, because you can run out of cards, but Struggle for Skemfar is also very good for sure, yeah. But I think they're a little bit trickier to use sometimes. Okay, so we're currently black-green. Like our mana indicates that we would be black-green, but we could just be green-white. We don't really have a reason to be black-green other than this land that helps our mana, this land that helps our mana. So we have a couple lands that make us want to be black-green. But yeah, let's look at this guy. Skemfar. Whenever a non-token elf or berserker dies, you draw a card and lose a life. We have 1 elf, 1 berserker. There's a lot of elves and berserkers in this color combo. We don't currently have a ton. I guess this counts as both Bear Spirit, but we're going to get more elves and berserkers if we are in this, and it's just like a reasonable body on its own. What else is there? There is an Icehide Troll. There is a Carter Doomscourge, which we could potentially splash off of our Sulphurous Mire. I don't really see the need to stretch our mana. I think we're probably going to get more elves and things like that, so I'm going to take this Avenger. So now there's another Bloodsky Berserker. There is a Elven Bow. So this is where we kind of get to think about what our deck is going to be. Are we going to be more of a double spell deck, or are we going to be more of a control deck? Our perks for a control deck are mostly the Lityara Glade Warden, the Chariot, the Starnheim Unleashed. Glittering Frost is more of a control card. I don't think we're really a Bloodsky Berserker curve out on you with cheap cards type deck. And they're both going to work with my Skemfar Avenger. So I'm going to take the Elven Bow over the Bloodsky Berserker, because I'm not going to be the sort of deck that prioritizes cheap spells as highly, because I'm just going to be a more grindy control deck. Okay, and now we can get a Boreal Outrider. It's an elf. For my Skemfar Avenger, I have 3 lands already that work with it. Oh, the rare that I didn't really look at is a white card, and it like anthems up only a particular creature type. So yeah, we're going to take the Boreal Outrider here. It's a really cool card. Skemfar would be my second pick out of the pack, and then third pick would be the Mentor, I think. We don't have quite enough snow yet for me to want to take the Eyesight Troll early. I think you can get these a little bit later, is my feeling. But this card's really good for our deck. Okay. Snowfield Sinkhole's got to be the pick, I think. It's really good in our deck. It gives us a free source of white mana to help cast this Starnheim Unleashed. We're not really looking to splash blue. Carter Doomscourge is fine, but we don't really need to splash 2 colors. We're already splashing 1 card. That's already super good. There's also Horizon Seeker, which can be good if we're splashing, but I think generally we're trying not to play a basic Plains, so we might not be able to get our splash anyway off of that. So we're just going to take the Sinkhole. Okay. This pack is a bit of a miss for us. We're not going to be able to use the Great Hall of Starnheim. We're still going to take the Great Hall of Starnheim over a Volatile Fjord, because the reason being is that if we do get a couple Glittering Frosts, we could just play this as one of our black sources and then give ourselves some extra upside. Wow, Packmate came back. Or Packmate pick 8 is wild to me. Yep, tremendous triangle. That's the reason I'm going to be able to splash it. I wouldn't splash it if it cost double white, most likely. But late Serol's Packmate. The sword is not, like, we don't care. We don't want to splash a double white card if we can help it, because we don't want to have to tax our mana. Elderfang Disciple would probably be okay in this deck, but Packmate is much better. And then we wheel the Snow-Covered Forest. So we have, if we get more snow-covered lands, we can play this Priest a little bit easier. Our Boreal Outrider gets better. And our Spirit of the Alderguard gets better. We're not, like, that committed to snow, but it's all nice. Yeah, I know that, Sujav. I didn't know that when I first read it, but it's nice to keep in mind. Elderfang Disciple or Draugur's Helm. I kind of like Draugur's Helm. It just gives me more stuff to do in the late game grindy stages. I already have a couple of early drops. I think Draugur's Helm could be nice. And I have these like Foretell cards to play early too. Elderfang Disciple's okay, but it's not my favorite type of card. Just a 1/1. It doesn't impact the board that much. I'm just going to take the Helm. I now have 3 different equipments that all help me in the late game. How many Snowlands do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Snowlands, 5 Snowlands. So the Priest isn't that good for me. I'm just going to take Wither Crown. My deck is really good at grinding people out, I think, and the Wither Crown's going to be a nice pick. Just nice to have access to a little bit of removal. I'll take the Shieldmate just because it's the best card in the pack. I don't really care about Dusk Wielder. Icehide Troll came back, so maybe we'll end up playing it. I don't love Draugur Recruiter, but it's probably better than Roots of Wisdom in our deck. Seeing 2 late cards that we could potentially play is nice, though. So we're not going to be playing this Sulphurous Mire, barring opening some absurd card. Okay, so looking at this pack, the rare is a land for black or red. We are not playing black and red, so we don't really care. Our mana base is looking great, though. We have... I don't know why. We're not going to play this right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no lands and a Skemfar. The Elderleaf Mentor could the Elderleaf Mentor could be okay. The Coma's Faithful could be okay. We're not looking to splash blue. So I think between Wither Crown, Elderleaf Mentor, we're not going to try to splash red. There's just no reason to. Our deck is powerful enough when we're already splashing. Yeah, it's pretty tame. I think Elderleaf Mentor has some potential, but we already have a lot of expensive cards. So I think we're just going to take the Wither Crown. Coma's Faithful could also be really good with the equipments, yeah. I'll take the Coma's Faithful. I think the Wither Crown's going to wheel. That's my feeling, at least. And I do have this Lidyara Glade Warden that cares about having creatures in my graveyard. And a little bit of life gain can be really nice in the early stages of the game to help me stabilize. It also works well with just giving it +1/+2 or +2/+2 in Menace. I think the Crown's going to wheel. The other Crown did wheel. So in this pack, I'm just going to take Boreal Outrider pretty easily. It also works well with the Boreal Outrider we had. Making this a 4/2 lifelink is nice. The 1/3 is good, but I think that Boreal Outrider is better. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Snowlands, so we're going to be able to give all of our creatures +1/+1 when they enter the battlefield, which is just super good. Skemfar Elderhall should wheel, which is a good sign, because other decks aren't going to want this card. So just get a nice Boreal Outrider pickup. I think at this point we can cut Bloodsky Berserker. We're not going to be playing 2 spells in a turn very often. Let's read this. Oh yeah, this is the really weird one that has a lot of text on it, and it's not very good. In this pack, there's another Wither Crown. There's a Elderfang Disciple. I think I want to take the Wither Crown. Sure, Wither Crown's not premium, but my deck doesn't care about sitting back and waiting for the end game. I'm just going to be able to win with my Starnheim Unleashed, or just by suiting up my creatures over and over with equipments. And so having a couple Wither Crowns is not bad for me. Raptor. That's funny. I don't really think that that's going to be worth it very often to play off-color Snowlands, because coming in tapped is still a cost. Okie doke. And then in this pack, what do we see here? There is another Jarl of the Forsaken. It's not that good in my deck, unfortunately. I don't really want Ring. I have enough fixing already. I'm chilling on fixing. I have like 1 white source, 2, 3 white sources, and then this guy can get me a 4th white source, and this can get me a 5th white source. So I'm pretty okay on white sources. I think I could take Jarl. I don't love Scorn Effigy in this deck. There's just no synergy with it. There's not really synergy with the Jarl, but at least it's going to play well with some of my smaller creatures, potentially, or creatures just trading off. So I'm going to take it and put it in the sideboard for now. It's just not great for me. Okay, this card is an absolute house. I managed to get 2 copies in my first deck, and it just was a beast. But I'm not playing blue. I'm not going to stretch my mana for it. I think I'm just going to take another Elven Bow. The thing with Elven Bow that's so good is you can just like put 3 Elven Bows on something in the late game, and all of a sudden it just gets +3/+6. And the cost is playing a 3-drop. Like, this is my 3-drops right now. So it's pretty nice. This card's also decent, but I have enough stuff to do that's expensive, I think. I'd rather just get another Elven Bow. Ooh. Ooh, this is interesting. I think we just take Skemfar Elder Hall over the Glade Walker. Actually, the more I think about it, the less interesting it is. It's not interesting at all. Skemfar, I mean, look at how many playables I have. I have 1, 2, I guess 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 20 cards in this deck right now. I could always just play Bloodsky Berserker, Dragger Recruiter, some of these Jarls. So just getting an extra land for my deck is just super nice. Gladewalker is pretty decent in my deck. It works with my elf stuff. Putting counters is like decent as well, but I'm just going to keep taking the lands as long as I can fit them into my deck. Death Knell Berserker, let's see. So how is it going to get buffed? Maybe by my 6 equipments. There's also Elderleaf Mentor, but I already have, so this is like an expensive card. We're going to put that way over there. We're going to put that in the 5-drop slot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a decent number of 4-drops already, so we don't need to prioritize more. And this is also an Elf Berserker. So yeah, pretty happy to get a Death Knell Berserker. It's going to be pretty good with all my equipments, I think. Now it's between Rootless Yew, which dies into a 6-drop, which I don't have. Elderfang Disciple, I'll hover that. There's also Infernal Pet. I'm not really double spelling much in this deck, so I'm not as high on it here as I would be in most decks. There's also Icehide Troll and this card. I'm just going to take the Disciple. I don't mind running 1 copy of it. It's also an elf. As I suspected, the Wither Crown Wield. My deck does lack removal, but 3 Wither Crowns really are going to be quite nice for me. Again, Elderleaf is a bit expensive for my tastes, so we're going to put the removal spells here. We got the Masked Vandal back. That's a fist pump. Raven Wings would be okay. I'm not going to be playing a Plains Isaiah. So I didn't wheel that other copy of the card. I didn't wheel the other copy of Skemfar, or whatever it's called. Ooh, the Kennel Master. Decent. So let's see what we have to, how many cuts we have to make. So we have this Jarl that we can always put in if we want. So one of the first things I like to do is I like to add all the potential playables to my deck. So I have this that I could play. I could play this, I guess. I'm not gonna hope to not to. I'm not gonna play that. And these two could potentially be played. I'm not gonna splash the Starnheim, and I'm not gonna play Carve. So now we can just look at this deck. We're not gonna play any Plains. So I'm just gonna add some lands as placeholders. So we have, this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 lands seems good with 2 ways to spend bonus mana. Okay, so we have 47 cards here, so we have to decide on what to cut. How many snowlands? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snowlands. I don't think that's enough snowlands to make me want to play Priest of the Haunted Edge. I just don't think so. I'm not a huge fan of Priest anyway. It doesn't wear the equipment. I mean, it wears the equipment the same as anything else. This is a 3-drop pretty much for me. 3 lands is also not really enough to make me want to play Icehide Troll. It's just too hard to activate it. Double snow is kind of tricky with only 5. Sure, I have this Glittering Frost, but I might, and the Glittering Frost is probably going to make the deck because it is another source of white mana, and I have some decent ways to spend mana, but I'm not going to play the Icehide Troll, I don't think. So that's 2 cuts. Now we can go down here. Blood Sky Berserker. Is this ever getting counters in my deck? And second of all, do I care? Because even if it becomes a 3/3 menace, if my deck isn't supporting that with an aggro plan, it's not going to matter. So I don't think I care about that, so I'm going to cut that. Death Knell Berserker. It does have synergy with my equipments. Oh, I'm going to cut Demonic Gifts for sure, so I can go through that. So right now, Death Knell Berserker is on the chopping block. I have a lot of things to do on turn 2. All of them are pretty much better. This is removal spells, so they're not really 2-drops. All of them are pretty much better than the Death Knell Berserker. One of the Elder Fang Disciples might not make the cut either, so we'll put those in the cutting board potentially. Glittering Frost is going to make the cut. Coma's Faithful could potentially be axed, though I do like having a little bit of life gain to help stabilize me. Jarl of the Forsaken could also get cut, because it's just another kind of expensive card. We don't have like the small creatures. I guess we have some small creatures that make Jarl a little bit better, and I lack removal to some degree, so I'm probably going to end up playing one Jarl, but not both. So I'm going to cut one Jarl and put the other one back, because it does help me turn some of my creatures into removal spells. Carful Kennel Master. I don't think I want to play this card. I'm not really a deck that cares about beating down, so I'm not going to really be using the effect to maximum use. So I'm going to cut the Carful. So now we have to choose. We only have to cut one of these 4 cards. And I kind of want the life gain, so I'm going to keep this guy in. And also the Self Mill can be pretty nice for fueling my Lidyara and my Masked Vandal. Even though I didn't end up picking up a Rise of the whatever it's called. 17 lands for sure. I have a lot of mana with the Glittering Frost, and this can also get me a land, but I have 2 copies of this, which is nice. I don't think I want double Elder Fang. Elder Fang is a little bit low impact. So I think I'm going to cut one Elder Fang and then run it like this, maybe. Death Knell does have nice synergy with my equipment, which is one of the reasons I'm going to run it. So yeah, this is looking like it's going to be the deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. Let's check our color requirements. We have 13 green, 9 black, and this isn't double green. So 13 green, 9 black. So we want to go 9-8 in favor of green here. So but we also have these 2. So these 3 are both our colors. We're going to be naming white with this a lot though. This is a black land, so these are also black lands. And then these are green lands. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8 green and 6 black. So we probably want to cut 1 forest for 1 swamp. So that gives us 4, 5, 6, 7 to 7. And then we have 3 that can be both colors. And this is going to more likely name green than black. But again, a lot of our 2-drops are black. So we're going to want to be having access to that in the early stages of the game. But anyway, that is going to do it for the deck draft and build portion, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support me over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support me at the credits level. Your support helps me continue producing high quality videos on a consistent basis, so I really do appreciate everyone who pledges even a single $1 each month. Patrons at any level gain access to my card-by-card grade spreadsheet for Kaldheim, so that's a nice little bonus if you do choose to become a patron. Without further ado though, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. We have a fantastic hand here. 2 snowlands plus the Boreal Outrider. On the draw, we're not going to get greedy. We're still going to play the Finn as a 2-drop, but we're going to try to use this Boreal Outrider to make this into a 4/4. So starting things off, Snowfield Sinkhole. Yeah, it's just best of 1. This battlefield is awesome. Okay, so they foretelled a card. So on turn 2, I think we just want to play Finn the Fangbearer. The reason being is that a Death Toucher doesn't gain as much from gaining a counter on it. Sure, it's nice to have that extra toughness, but it's still going to trade with all the creatures. Oh, they also have a Finn. Nice. I don't want to attack, because I just want to trade off, so I'm going to play my Boreal Outrider. No attacks. This could be a Saros Packmate. This could also be, the Hunt the Weak variant, and they didn't have anything good to fight. It would have been really bad if it was the Hunt the Weak variant, because then this would have stuck around. Jasper Sentinel's not a great card. We can maybe nab their last card with this. I kind of want to save the Essica's Chariot because I want to get rid of the Finn and like the Packmate and things like that. I think this turn I'm going to play this land tapped and play Koma's Faithful. Because that way I guarantee a counter. Yeah, I can name green. No, I already have double green. I can name black with this. Yep, playing the 4/2 lifelinker. Foretold, thank you. I always say foretelled. Ah, Ruined Crown. What are they gonna get? Ooh, Death Touch Rune. That is annoying. My gosh. That's gonna be brutal. Well, having this be a 4/2 is nice, because then it can't just trade for a Jesper or a Sentinel. Oh my gosh, they could poison me out. It's my second draft, Shmeeks. My first draft's already posted on YouTube. They're foretelling a card by tapping for mana. Well. Well, this card makes my Wither Crown useless. Luckily, I do have that Masked Vandal in my deck. So I'm still trying to save this card a little bit, but I could just go for it. I could make this a 0/1 and attack them with everything I have. I kind of like that plan. And then I play the Elven Bow post-combat. I don't think it's going to get much better for me. And if they do let the creature trade off, that's really good for me. That's huge, because this thing was going to give it +1/+1 and make it my removal spell useless, and now my removal spell actually did something. So now I'll play my forest. Make my 2/3. Why do I have double VIP in my name? That's actually hilarious, Guy Elon. I think I already might have explained this, but basically, every normal event they give you the, Oh! Well, hello there. We're gonna win the game. We already have 2 4/4 angels locked up, so yeah, we're just gonna foretell this turn. Just gotta do it. But basically, and then we're gonna attack with this thing, I think. I'm fine trading off. Black mana from that, perfect. But basically, I every time they always add _VIP, so when they said what was your username going to be, I said NicolaiBolas _VIP, and so then they added another _VIP. It's not infect, it's poison. Poison is different than infect. Because the poison counters aren't damage based. It's like infect is like you do like if you do 3 damage, you get 3 infect. This one's a little different. Oh, so there's a swamp. I also wanted to get this down so they can't. Oh dear, what do they have? Oh, Finn. Finn's coming back. Okay, I think I want to maybe save this for 1 more mana. 7 mana. Just locks up the win. I can just wait for 1 more land. No, it's not an archetype. It's just that 1 card. Though it would be funny if they'd hit me 5 times with this thing or something, and I just died. Also, when they attack with this, I can make another token of this, so that's cool. Well, that's bizarre. Of 2 target creatures, what are they going to take? Oh, they have a garbage creature. That was why they put Jesper or Sentinel in their deck. That's hilarious. I have a lot of good artifacts to swap, but they also have artifacts to swap. Sure. Not the end of the world. I'm actually really hoping to draw an untapped land here. Sure. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is creates a token that's a copy of target token I control, so I can suicide my Essica's Chariot to get another 4/4. Which 4/4 flyer, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I cast this pre-combat for X equals 3. I crew this thing up with one of my angels. I then go to combat, to attackers. I attack with this thing, and I attack with this thing. The reason I'm attacking with this is because they can block the Essica's Chariot, or they can block this thing and eat, and otherwise I'm going to get to trade with one of their creatures, which is nice. Everything else would get eaten for free by their third blocker, so I'm not going to attack with any of those. When I attack with this, I get another 4/4. Also, achievement unlocked. That was one of my NicolaiBolas achievements from my achievement list, was make a token greater than a 2/2 with my Essica's Chariots, and I already did this. That's awesome. Oh, it could have given me the 7th mana. So see, now this thing trades with the Boreal Outrider, which is nice. Each player mills 3. I milled a plains and 2 spells. They can exchange control of 2 target non-basic non-creature permanents. So they can exchange equipments now. I've limited their options quite a bit by getting rid of the Chariot. Let's see. Adios, Antonio. True. I didn't even see that Sentinel thing. It's a May ability. I don't think they want to give me their, like, poison thing. I think they're just dead, pretty much. That's one of the things about Essica's Chariot. Sure, they killed it, but I still have the 2 cats. And 4 mana for 2 2/2s isn't bad. Ah, the classic. Oh, the World Tree. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a lot of mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they can activate this thing. Well, that's funny. To 1 target creature. Wow, that's wild. I think they're almost dead, but still. They're still in just masses of trouble for my Angel Assault. I'm hitting them for 16 with Angels next turn. Well, this isn't what you want to do, buddy. Yeah, because I'll just double block. It only has 1 point of power. Well, I think I just Alpha Strike here. Maybe not. Maybe I equip this to my cat token. And then I attack with everything, including the cat. And then this thing can flash in and kill that. Oh, these have vigilance. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they have vigilance? So they'd have to have a board wipe to get out of this. And even then I could flash this thing in. Boom! Got the win. Whew, we already made it to silver in one day. See you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. We have a great hand here. We can foretell this thing, and then once we draw our white source, we're set. Yeah, the set's going to be good in best of 3, I agree. So they're on a mulligan, and we have our 2-drop into Elven Bow. This is going to be foretelled. They name green. We can afford to foretell here. We don't have to play our land tapped. We're protecting ourselves from a discard outlet. Oh, baby. Let's go. And we have 2 of these things. So it's going to be really hard for us to flood out, which is great. So we got our 2-3. Rocking and rolling. Wow, so that's wild, Luca. Yeah, just hang out. Have a good time. We're going to be drafting. Wow, they missed a land drop. I wish I could kill this. Does it lose abilities? Yeah, that's a really bad use of that. Oh, I really want to punish them with my chariot, but I have a tap land. Good night, hope your day is awesome. Hashtag time zones. Yep. Horizon Seeker. Well, shucks. If they want to use the mana to make this thing draw a land, then we get to kill their guy. Yeah, they've missed 2 lands now. They're in trouble. Because our chariot's just going to run them over. Because we can Wither Crown whatever creature they're going to use to block it, and just start making 2/2s. This costs 6 mana to use, because I always include the tap ability, so it's 6 to use. We almost just use this to kill one of their guys. Which would be wild if we killed their sculptor. Those cats, though. They actually look like real cats. It's a great drawing. Hey, I'm not even going to need to cast this. I essentially spent 2 mana doing nothing. Oh, I played against this person earlier. This is Lord Tupperware? Really? I played against them earlier, and I was like roping them because I was having the glacial whatever glitch. So with blue-green, I don't think there's anything they could really have that punishes me. Yeah, they just concede. It's Alias V. It is Lord Tupperware. Well, Lord Tupperware just got beaten by Nicolai_VIP_VIP. I played against him twice today, I guess. And I beat him both times, I think. Wild. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. Ooh, we have a spicy one. Keeping this one. Got our Boreal Outrider to buff up our Death Knell Berserker, or just the Elven Bow to do that. Gonna start off with the Elder Hall. We could also just Elder Fang. Ah, a Foretell card. I'm also going to Foretell a card. I'm gonna try and hold off on my Boreal Outrider for a while. It's a Streamer Showdown. They're all Streamer Showdowns pretty much. Immersturm Raider, hello. I did win Tremendous Triangle. I've won twice. 2-0. And now facing down the Raider. So far so good. We've got our playing against Teamer Snow, it looks like. We have a snow card. We don't have one of our snow lands yet, but we're okay. We can Elderfang and Serulf's next turn, maybe. So we're going to start off with Serulf's, because if we hit a snow land, we'll want to play that. Ah, another bow. As it is, though, we will still be tapping our mana to cast spells. We're going to cast this one, because this one cares more about getting that third power. I would like to deny them of their last card, but can't always do it. Can't always deny them. We have a very good spot here on the board. We have 2 Elven Bows, so they're just going to have to kill everything we play. 4 lands to 4 lands. Both have 5 cards. Essentially, they have these 2 and +3, and we have 5 as well. But my board state is way better, so I'm liking where we're at right now. I'm liking it. Next turn, I'll probably play the Boreal Outrider. Oh. Well then. Okay. So, 2 for 1 himself to kill it. Kind of. So, we are going to attack with this guy. And then we're going to play this. And then we're going to play our Death Knell Berserker. It just didn't work out that we played it to buff it immediately, but we can still buff it later. And next turn, I think we're probably going to use Skemfar Elderhall to kill this Immerstorm Raider. Sure. So they have 2 cards in hand, but we're about to kill their Immerstorm Raider. The Elven Bows will be strong. Yes, it is true. The elves are coming! The elves! Face me and my elves! All of the bows! I'm gonna hold back with the Boreal Outrider, though. Don't want to get wrecked by some sort of sweeper. Because I can play Boreal and then immediately make it a 4/4 next turn. Elves! The elves are coming! I could have taken that one guy in the draft, the one that, like, is a 2/4. No, it's a 2/5 for 4 that, like, makes them lose life for however many of a creature type you have. That might have been pretty good in my deck. Still. Got the victory! See you folks next round. To another round. We are crushing it with these draws. Spirit can go get our tap land. That gets white mana. The white-black one. Or the colorless one that I can name white with. But I think the white-black one is less suspicious. We even get to foretell. You never know what hit ya. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I can play Coma's Faithful next turn. Because that way if they don't play a creature, I can just smack them. Smack them. Oh, this is going well. Miss Lethal's about to fall asleep, and then all of a sudden they hear, "They're the elves!" And then they just back awake. Okay, well, we're gonna play the Coma's Faithful. This is my... I think I won 3 rounds. This deck is 3-0 right now. Ah! My plan is coming to fruition! I get to hit him for 3 lifelink. That's nice. No! My plan is not coming to fruition! Not cool, Brohim. We need to be careful of discarding 2 of our spells. I'm gonna get Snow Sinkhole. We're gonna play the Snow Sinkhole next turn. And then we're gonna play our Elven Bow. Spirit of the Alder Guard is so sick because it can, since it's so weak, we can attack them with it, and they won't know that we're just using it to trigger our Jarl of the Forsaken. Oh. I didn't get to gain 3 life. Wait, what? How did I gain 3 life? What? Oh, it does deal the damage. That's hilarious. Well. So whenever a Berserker attacks, you draw a card and lose 1 life. And then you add a red for each Berserker you control. So it's a 3 mana 2/3 that replaced itself. Yeah. I thought Bind just... I forgot that the creature did the damage. Ah! Saga Tribal! So I have 3, 4, 5. So I can go tap 3, put it on this, cast this, play this tapped. So I can do everything. And this will be a 3/5. I mean a 3/4. Oh, nice. Fancy, fancy. We're going to play the Boreal Outrider because it makes our Alder Guard bigger. Because now we're hitting them for 7. 2 turn clock, no big deal. Yeah, it does count as 2. That's why this thing got so massive. Bye, Charlie. Is this format slower than the last couple? I don't know. Hard to say. No, they're gonna tap my guy! The giants are coming! The Spirit of the Alder Guard. Oh. Interessant. So if they play the giant, which I expect they will tap my Spirit of the Alder Guard. On my turn, what do I do? This costs 6 to activate. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I draw a land, I can use this and this to finish off both their creatures in combat. So drawing a land actually is not bad for me, but drawing a spell isn't bad for me either. Wow, all of the giants that are invading. 2 to the bottom. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Except it's a tapped land, but you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can hit them for 2 at least. Okay. Only as a sorcery, okay. So it's going to be more effective for me to not use these like yet. Pay with snow, so I get a 4/3. And I kill their giant. And then I make my elven bow. And then I play my second Skemfair. And then I can equip this next turn. Hey, Saint. Do I sell one of those 2 VIP emblems? What happened was I told them that my username would be NicolaiBolas VIP because that's what it's always been in these events, and then they tacked on an extra VIP because I'm extra special. So they don't have a giant to reveal, but their giant does cost less. Well, Tybalt.
Trickery is just a hobby. Chaos is my...
Exile target artifact or creature. Well, they killed that guy, and then they can play it themselves. I think they're dead on board though, right? Well, shucks. So this is 6. So if I equip this here, they're not quite dead on board. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this. So it's got 2 loyalty right now, so all it can do is like look for cards right now. So I can put them to 1. Block the Boreal Outrider, see what happens. Aw, man. Well, at least I get to draw a card. So they're at 4. They have no board. They're going to have access to a ton of cards. They exiled 2 lands there, so that was pretty good for me. If they play any 2 toughness creature, it's useless. Because I'm going to be using these things. Because I get 2 1/1s. Okay, so they get their spirit. They name blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Use this now, just in case they have a combat trick of some kind. They'd have to have 2 removal spells. Or actually only 1. No, because they can block here, chump. Okay, so they do have another one. Okay, so they're still in deep trouble here. I have 3 lethal creatures. I can kill anything with 2 toughness or less. So they need to mount a couple of blockers here. Well, that's okay for me, because I can just kill that. Not a legendary creature. Yep. Boom! We beat Tybalt. Let's go. Whew. That was closer than it looked. To spread around the damage, yeah, and so that I could afford to use all my cards next turn, because I knew I wanted as many lethal threats as possible. Let's go! We got another win. See you folks next round. Another round on the draw. We don't have enough green sources to make this deck tick without drawing stuff, but this hand is quite good if we hit a green source. I don't think we have to mulligan. I mean, don't have to keep this hand. We can mulligan. And this hand is much better. We will get rid of our Skemfar Avenger because we can't cast it right now. And we already have Outrider into double Packmate potentially. So if we foretell Boreal Outrider, unforetell, foretell a new one. Okay. These will get us out of our mulligan pretty quickly. Oh, hello. We're getting hit for 3. Pew, pew, pew. So if this thing survives, we'll have a 4-4. If it doesn't survive, we'll have a 3-3. Yeah, Birgi's not that scary. They don't have any boast cards. Ah! Dwarven Hammer. Oh my gosh, that's such a sick combo. We're gonna have to draw land here. Untapped land. Yeah, that's not great. I wish I could have had one of my other better draws against someone else. This is a problem. Probably gonna trade this Boreal Outrider for something this turn. Maybe the Dwarf Berserker, so they have to re-equip. Wither Crown's pretty useless against her deck. Unfortunately, we just didn't have a very good draw here so far, but you know, happens. We're not just gonna take 5. We will take 3 though. Kill their 2/1 dwarf. So make them spend the mana to re-equip. Wow, 3 snowlands already. Nice. Ah, Grizzled Outrider. Hello. Unfortunately, tap land's not what we wanted there. We will Wither Crown it. She gets to equip to it, but it's not going to be able to attack past our Packmate, which is what we want. We're just putting all our eggs in this Packmate basket. Exactly, Pants Blast. Double VIP. Yep, she takes the damage. Chipping away. Your Outrider lives on a crown of thorns. Next turn I can play Spirit to guarantee my land drop. It's another 4 toughness creature, which is just what I need. I'm actually in okay shape here. Svella. Svella's bad for me. I don't have a way to kill Svella. Ah, it's foretelled. It has been foreseen. This card's gonna take over. I don't have a ton. I don't have removal for it. Yikes. I'm gonna get this and name White so that she can't kill it with this Slumber Mound and screw me. Because this thing is gonna take over the game at a certain point. Also, this equipment's annoying. There it goes. We killed it. Let's go. I wish this got rid of abilities. I can put this on Svella. I think my best way to kill it would be to use my Slumber would be to use Wither Crown plus one of my lands that can give -2/-2 to kill Svella. This is a snow elf. No, it's not. It just looks like it's a snow elf. This costs 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. She has 4, 5, 6, so she's almost at that point. So I kind of want to start making her pay 1 life every turn. And this way, if I draw my land, I can maybe use that. Wither Crown is not great here, but no attacks. We're almost able to attack. Spirit of Yaldabaoth can maybe attack. Get some stuff done. I suspect she's going to use her Not Bold Slumber Mound, though. Oh, that's not good either. Yikes. I think my Angels card is my best bet of winning this game. I've got the board stable at least. Mostly. Oh, never mind. That was a really good top deck from her. That card's indestructible. Yeah, that's a problem. Problemo, problemo, problemo. Maybe if I draw my Masked Vandal, I would be in good shape here. I need to find my Angel spell here right away. Oh, I can't even combine the Wither Crown. It doesn't make it a 0/1. I don't know why I thought it made it a 0/1. Probably because of the 1 life thing. But yeah, that just doesn't do anything. Not understanding what Wither Crown does is a little bit of a problem. So I can hit them for 8. 11. They'll go block. Double block. Double. It's not that great for me. I'm not going to win probably, but, you know, I can do my best. I still have the Angel card, which could potentially save me. Making 3 Angels is a big difference. This thing having trample is a problem. I can do this. I'll take 4 damage. She'll have to pump 2 snowman into it. She only has 2 snow. No, but she can make a snow with this and then use that. So she can make this 9 power. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, what do I have against that? I need to draw my Masked Vandal. I'm just not going to block. If she does that, I'm in a little bit of trouble, but I'm going to hope to draw my Masked Vandal. Okay, she didn't see the line. Yep, she found it too late. Oh, she's foretelling. Yikes. Sure. No, I milled 3 lands. Yikes. Bow on the 4/4 stops the troll. No, because she can double activate it. She can make this a 9-powered creature. She could have done it last turn, too. This stupid hammer is really what's hosing me. I need to hope to draw my Masked Vandal this next turn. To keep the game going. Keep it afloat, as they say. I can jump for a little bit with these elves if I can kill this stupid hammer. The hammer. It's been clunky. This hammer's really hosed me. Other than that, her cards have been, I think I stabilized from a really fast start that she had. I was kind of behind, but then this hammer just got me good. And this Eyesight Troll. And my deck just doesn't have removal. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Uh-oh. I need a Masked Vandal. Come on, Masked Vandal, off the top. Yeah. The hammer's just crushing me. Oh, that was a bummer. She top decked the troll in a turn where I needed her not to top deck the troll. Oh well. Welcome to another round. Oh, can we keep this on the play? Probably not. We need green mana and too much to go right. This is much better, even though it has 5 lands in it. We're just going to get rid of this forest. These can maybe do some stuff. And we do have at least a snow land to maybe buff some things. Tough couple hands here. Ooh, there's a card. Every time I draw this, I'm super hyped. Yeah, but we couldn't really get a fast start. We mulliganed and didn't draw particularly well. Okay. Snow Forest into the elf. I really don't love this Wither Crown. That's not good for me. Oh, gosh. What do we want a Wither Crown? Maybe this Elvish War Master. If these trade, I'm okay with that. The War Master's irritating, but I have to try to stop it. I'll be done with this in a little bit, so like we can all hang out. Oh no. The life... We want to make it so the life gain actually hurts them a little bit. This thing's a little bit worrisome. That's not good for me. No, no, no. Oh my god. What is happening? This is absurd. What a deck. I'm about to get so worked by this third copy of that. Actually, they're only going to get one token. Yikes. But if I had a real removal spell instead of these Wither Crowns, this would have gone way better for me. They've gotten quite a few extra tokens out of me being unable to kill stuff. Same against Gabby's deck last round. If I had actual removal in this deck, it'd be a lot better. Just a 9/9 casually. To be fair, my opponent's deck is also absurd. Like, they have like 10 elves in play with an anthem for them. Like, what? And I mulliganed into a questionable hand. Ooh, that's good for me. Please attack. Please. I'll trade my tokens. I think I'm going to kill... I'm not going to be able to interact with the Rally the Ranks, really. So I'm just going to kill their 2/2 elves. I mean, my deck is still good. It's just not necessarily as good as it might have been against some of their potential cards. Also, I haven't drawn my best cards a lot of the time. I've drawn my medium cards. Like, this is a good card, this is good. But I haven't drawn, like, my Starnheim or anything for the free wins. And also, their start was kind of nutty. War Master into this has got to be the best start their deck's capable of. Into this thing. Luckily, they're stumbling on lands a little bit, so they are getting a little low from this Wither Crown. Adios, Triangle. Jeez Louise. This card is a beast. Four, 8. This is 4, 6, 7. 11, 12 points of power. And there's 4, 7, 8, 9, 13 points of toughness. I'm just going to go for exactsies. 4, 8, 10, 11. I could have chumped, but... You know, I'm trading 3 tokens and a 4/4 for their 11/11, so that's actually okay for me. Getting the job done. So I can play Boreal Outrider into Deathknell Berserker. This would make it a 4/4 that dies into a 2/2. That seems okay to me. It's probably better than killing one of their creatures, right? Yeah, I also like this because I then have a couple more 4/3s that can deal with all their 2/2s. And this can trade with their chariot. And this will die into a 2/2. I'm not in horrendous shape here, considering how this game has developed. This War Master's just been a beating, but we killed their bloodline thing. Yikes, not great. They can activate this. It's probably okay, Blizzkit. Sure. So I have to block there, I think, because I don't want them, and they're leaving back some blockers, which is smart. 1, 10, 13, 14, 15, see. So I can do that. Take 10, 13, 15, 17. No, they sacked a land. They had 5 lands. They didn't have all the rares. They had, one of them's an uncommon. Yeah, this doesn't go well. I'm gonna concede here. They have a sweet deck. I like it a lot. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We have a good hand here. We're gonna keep it. Wither Crown's not great, but we're in okay shape. And I think we're gonna probably foretell this on turn 2, depending on what if we draw land, because we want to make sure we get our land drops. I did Radiant Wear. It's been pretty fun, highs, lows. Give me an L-A-N-D, land, land, land. Still gonna add the most power to the board as I can. We'll play our green one. I could have played this and named black, but I want to name white with this anyway. Okay. Okay. Oh, they put it on that. Interesting, interesting. Well. I could have played a 1/3. That might have been better. But I feel like this deck is going to have Bound in Gold. Oh, what's this do? Yep, just staying back to block. The bunk bed? Oh, we had to move the mattress. Well, I'm not attacking. The question is, do I want to play Masked Vandal? I'm not going to play it. Naming white with this was a little bit risky. They might have the card that deals 5 to a tapped creature. Sure. I don't really have many cards that fit that description. Sure. I messed up. I should have played this. This is gonna be okay. Yeah, I know. I know. They can activate this. Wow. Am I just dead? I think so. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not dead. I forgot that this thing gave me a zombie. Trade. Trade there. Eat. Trade. Stay alive with that. Gosh, giving haste is gonna be brutal. I do still have this thing. I need to give something equipped so I don't die to a combat trick or a reach, or if another flyer. We're still alive. Our land carrying us by killing this haste thing. Okay. Where is the counter going? I don't need to cast this. What am I doing? So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. They gotta sacrifice some of these, right? Well, because I'm so low. I need to draw another bow. There's the bow. I need to end this game. Wow, that's so good for me. Is their plan really to just get there with the Relane? I know, the crown has done 10 to them. 2 mana, deal 10. Gotta start chipping in. That's not good. First strike, yikes. Oh gosh, of course they had Sigrid. Ooh, let's go. I haven't played any Snowlands, have I? They're gonna have to sack it very soon. So I can activate this, put 2 counters on that thing, and then have to double block it. They're gonna throw the triple block in there. Come on. Yes! Yes! Oh! I never let myself dream that we'd win that game. Oh my gosh, it felt unwinnable. Wow! Oh! Oh, that elvish bow! The bowman! Let's go! Look at that Jarl. We had it in exile forever until we eventually got back everything we needed. This card's saving the day, giving us 2 blockers and killing their stuff. Wow, what a win! See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We're on the draw. We're going to keep this hand. Once again, Wither Crown dealing 10 damage to the opponent in the game. Gosh darn it, why do we always draw them in packs? They're so... I don't love them. I don't love Wither Crown. It's been kind of bad. I'm going to play this 2-drop. I know it's probably better to play the Packmate, but if I play the Packmate and then I miss on lands, I'm going to have to discard to hand size. Yeah, deck list. They gave me the double VIP treatment. Oh yeah, hitting that land. Let's go. Poison it up! Hopefully we can just jam the Chariot next turn. This is the exact sort of card that's good to Wither Crown. Oh, it can't block alone. Well, that was a bad attack. That was not a great attack. I thought that they might block. I don't know why they would block my 1-4-1-3 with their 4-4. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's hilarious. They can block together. Let me tell you what happens when I make them both cowards, though. They're both weakness. They think, oh, well, I can still block with my other 4-4. Psych! Gonna get ya. They could still squash this. Yeah. I will say, though, that Finn the Fangbearer coming in hot, going for his 6th poison damage! Is Finn gonna get there? Here he comes! Speed Racer! Here he comes, here comes the Fangbearer. He's a demon on wheels. No, no, no! Saying, feels bad, man. Well... I could attack all. But I'm just going to attack Finn, trade it for their 4-5. Feels bad, man. He tried so hard. And fought for so long. Wow, it's gone. What are they going to put the Giant's Amulet on next? Oh, they have nothing. Oh, that's so good. Well, we know what we're doing. Maybe not. I think I'm going to do this. First, we're going to attack with all. Goodbye, cruel world. I want to hit my land drop, so I'm going to cast this. Oh, are they countering this? Whew. Gotta get the sinkhole so they don't know what's coming. He almost got there. Finn had a presence. I have a dream. That hexproof is so irritating. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I can make a lot of spirits this turn. I mean, a lot of angels. Yes! Got the win. Finally, some freebies off of our Starnheim Unleashed and our rares. We are headed, chat, to the final round. 6-2. Can we make it another 7-win run? We had that comeback to keep ourselves in it. But let's go. Welcome to the final round. It is win or go home, and we have a great hand here. We need one land for this hand to come together. But we're going to keep it. We're on the play. If we hit our land, we can go Glittering Frost, and then our mana problems are done. Yes! Woo! We'll get our 3-1 down first. Whoo! I know, I was dreaming of this Starheim. We're playing all of our rares now. If they have to bind this, it's going to be so good for me. They have Foretelled. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're chilling. We have another guy coming up, another elf. It's only a non-token elf, but still. And we have this land. They're mono blue right now. Augury Raven. Gotta keep the pressure up. So we have 2, 3, 4. So we can make 2 4/4 angels on turn 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, someone did that against me. Login. Login. I do as well, JPG Silva. They're choosing what to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can almost activate this, which is nice. Oh no, what's this? I think I'm gonna make 2 4/4s. I draw a card if they use this. Kill this. That feels pretty good. Couple of 4/4 flyers. Oh, they're so dead. They are so dead. They are missing their second color. I think I like getting this guy down. That's not good. Hmm. Brutal. Run ashore really got me there. We're still in good shape, though. Okay, there's a Raven. So I can make this a 6. A 6/6. I should have done that opposite order. I'll get to draw a card. Sure. That's a weird attack. Nah, because bows are like defensive. You use them from range. Okay, they're playing mono blue. That's kind of wild. I'm just gonna put on my 2 bigger creatures. Equipments are OP. Their Giant's Amulet is doing so much work. I kind of want this to die so I can draw a card and get more fuel for this guy. Oh, what are they gonna tap? Well, good thing I put the 2 big guys. This costs 2 to equip. That's an easy block. Trading a 4/4 for a 4/4, and I get to draw a card. They still have yet to play a creature that I can hit with my... This thing's gonna rumble in next turn. Oh, there's a card. I'm fine trading my 1/1 token for any of their guys. This is the final game, Schmeeks. These equipments, this is exactly how I envisioned my deck, like grinding out and then just using equipments. Oh man, I got greedy and punished. And then I'll play my spirit. I'm actually more afraid of the The Orvar bot scares me a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to activate our other card. We can play this. They're foretelling something? What could they possibly foretell? They can't cast it immediately. Oh, that's huge. Okay. Well, what we're doing is this. Putting this on that. And then we can use this to finish something off. Or use Jarl. Jarl, I mean. I'm not sure if I did that turn perfectly, but it seemed pretty good at the time. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's a Raven form? Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Did we get there? Oh, it's this weird one. Good game. We got there! The equipments! This is the deck that we knew we wanted. This is the exact spot. All of our equipment suiting up our massive Avenger. The Scamfall has been avenged! My gosh. We already used the Angel spell. What a matchup against Mono Blue nonetheless. Whew! Got to 7 wins. We had our backs to the wall. We lost to 2 mulligans in a row. And then we battled back against, I forget the username, but we were at 1. Almost lost 3 straight. And then we finally get there. Holy criminy. What a battle. We will show the deck. If you were watching this on YouTube and you made it all the way to the end of the video, oh, right. Big shout out again, once again, to Wizards of the Coast for giving me access to a free preview account and letting me play a day early. If you were watching this on YouTube, whew, Huck, subscribing. Oh, yeah. Whew, what a celebratory way to get to the final round. Thank you so much. Trophy hype. 5 months. Thank you so much, Huck, for the support. But if you were watching this on YouTube and made it all the way to the end of the video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you get notified when I post future videos, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with your questions or feedback. And if you made it all the way till the end of the video, to let me know you made it, leave hashtag... Oh, what's the good hashtag to let me know you made it all the way to the end? Hashtag victory unleashed, maybe? Or hashtag backs to the wall, because our backs were to the wall so many times and we got there. Or just your favorite moment. Leave a hashtag with your favorite moment, like hashtag Wither Crown for 10 could be a good one. Just something to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. You can also remember to check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas if you want to join in all of the action live. You can, or another one is hashtag equipment tribal or something like that would be a fun one. Check out the Twitch stream live, and if you want to support my content and you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account with your Amazon account and subscribe to my Twitch channel for free or include it with your Amazon Prime. So at no cost to you, at no extra cost to you, you can support my content, which is a really cool thing to do. If you would also like to, you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. I have a card-by-card grade spreadsheet for Kaldheim that you gain access to if you support at any level, and so that is always appreciated. You can also find my articles, the Discord server, the free NicolaiBolas community Discord server to talk about all things Kaldheim. That's not a spiel or anything, but you can find that in the comments section down below, and the pinned comment, and in the description if you are looking for that. And you can also find, I feel like I just keep going on a list, you can also use my affiliate link if you're going to be buying Kaldheim cards. That's something I don't always mention, but it's a cool little thing that's also in the comments, the pinned comment and description. But yeah, this was a ton of fun drafting Kaldheim. We had a really sweet deck, even some cool cards in the sideboard that we didn't end up playing, but I really like how it turned it out. Lots of powerful cards, lots of good effects, and really reaped the benefits of knowing what our deck wanted. We played some janky removal spells that punished us a little bit, but overall were quite good. The 2 lands, I think the Schem for Elder Halls actually won us a couple of games, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that is going to do it for this draft video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Again, I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you enjoy watching them. That's going to do it, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.